Good evening, everyone. Yes, it's been quite a while since I've played some Deathmark, but the last episode I played was the evening when I started coming down with COVID, and after that it really took a while for my voice to regain its strength. And I think I've recovered sufficiently by now to attempt to play more of this game. And there isn't much left. There's only a couple chapters left. But I'm going to try and finish them all before the weekend is out. So without further ado, let's press on and continue the story of Deathmark. Yes, we're gonna load. When we last left off, we were getting ready to take a closer look at the tunnels where the last spirit we encountered was seen skulking about. So, yeah, that's where we are for now. Hold on a moment, let me pull up my dashboard here. There we are. Okay, we're ready now, finally. Had some issues with Twitter not wanting to let me copy the address to my channel for some reason, but it's okay. We're ready to go. Who's my partner? Yes, that's who I wanted. Madoka Hiru. So let's go ahead. Leave here. South Alley. Where we're headed. I can't remember the voices I gave to some of these characters, because it's been a while. So I'm just gonna, we'll just start fresh. We reach No South Alley. Like the North Road, it's silent and empty. The map doesn't specify the location of the entrance, just that it's here. We'll have to search for it. Okay, let's do that. Anybody peeking through the windows there? Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Oh. There are traces of the name of the store up by the roof. It looks like it's closed now. Now let's just examine the manhole. There's a manhole. Unlike Kei Miyamachi, this road only has one. I'm sure this is the place. The manhole lid has a place to grip it, just like the one at Kei Miyamachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You'd think the sewer department would, at least. How the hell should I know? It was probably hushed up so those involved didn't get in trouble. They supposedly performed some terrible experiments in there after all. Does she sound kind of excited? I bet the terrible experiments fascinate her. What? When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. Ugh, this smells familiar. Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too. Alright, time to go down. Go ahead, Mr. Venkman. Hero and I descend into the dark world hidden beneath H City. What awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Or a hell smeared with blood? Kannon soldier. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as what we saw at K. Miyamachi. The looming concrete walls and the suffocating stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected. So, this is the engineering lab. It's even more dreary than I expected. Wait, do you hear a song? If it's not some kind of prank, then maybe the spirits of the soldiers are wandering around and singing. You have no proof of that. It's entirely unscientific. Shut up about that crap. Sorry. Still, it's a little unsettling to hear an army song all the way down here. It's gotta be a supernatural phenomenon. No? It's a bloodstain. Ooh. There's an area within the stain that is a lighter color than the rest. I run my fingers over it and realize that something is stuck to the floor. I keep scratching at it until it starts to crease. I manage to pull it up off the floor. Found a worn out talisman, okay. When I pick up the worn out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power, alright. Worn out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Where should we go? Move down rear path. There are pitch black stains. Is this blood? I hope it's not Chris's blood. Oh, that's the wrong game. I'm sorry. What? Impossible. This much blood would be. But doesn't that other thing bother you too? I'm not an idiot. Of course I'd notice. That spot without any stains. Looks like something was posted here. There's clearly a defined, clean space on the wall, as if something had been there. Looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here. A poster or bulletin? Something like that. Well, it's illegible now. I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I'll only end up drying out my eyes. off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Can't do anything there. How about this? It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. No. We don't have anything in our inventory, so can't do anything about that. Trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was someone trying to escape? So this is, yeah, there was something, just something here. Let's move ahead. Move forward. When I step and view an old iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise. A presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping, like from a telegraph. Keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. Becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something. The sequence. Dash, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash. Just keeps repeating. This code. What in the world does it mean? The beeping suddenly stops. We survived. Hiru seems terrified. Hey, Hiru, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, obviously. She's acting different than usual. Let's go. I think it's fine now. Understood. Open door and went inside. Okay. Actually can get in here. The air in this room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility. This is an operating room. And this smell. Thought so. There it is. Shine the light over there for a second. Ooh. I shined a flashlight as directed to find a corpse. Hiru crouches down and begins to study it. Usually Hiru would be terrified. At least for now, she's fine. So you're fine with stuff like that? What? We all have organs and bones inside us, don't we? Only an idiot would be scared of them. were skillfully examines the body. When they're done, they stand up again. To be blunt, the corpse is odd. What really draws the eye is that the cervical vertebrae has been severed. Yeah, it's vertebrae. But the cut isn't normal. It's like it's notched. The only thing I can think of is that it was cut with a non-surgical tool. I have no idea why anyone would do something that cruel, though. In any case, it's clear that the head was purposefully severed. The head was severed with a tool. The corpse is too old to tell everything. There should be a clue nearby. It'd be best to search the room. Yeah, good idea. The research lab excuse me. The research lab, go away. There you are, go away. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. The research lab looks more like an operating room. The state it's in suggests that inhumane experiments took place here. I'd really like to leave this place, but we need to thoroughly check for any documents or tools left behind. Hatred clogs the air here, making it more dangerous than any of the other places we've been. We could be attacked at any time. We must be prepared. Whoa! Stop scaring me. Let's look inside. Looks like something's inside. Well, let's get it. I open it and search around. I find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal VAT Management Record. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200 super dimension. Suddenly iron door. Half spiritualized. Hypothesize. Focused mystical forces. Need sacred object to erase. Safety valve release code. Diamond. There's nothing else written. Got Kadra Suzu bells and disposal VAT management record. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal? Half spiritualization? I don't understand half of these words. Plus, those bells I found don't fit this place at all. Close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand. Huh? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. It glitters pale gold in the light. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood. I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair. Is it being pulled in? It's odd. I get the real feeling that this moment. No, it's here. This place. I've been here before. The mark's color grows more vivid. Few hours left until death closes in. Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. As I thought, it's here. Words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know, are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. Must be behind that wall. It felt weird when standing in front of that wall. Huh? Wait. Mr. Peter, what are you talking about? The instant Hiru speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I just remembered something important. You sure you're okay? You were mumbling some strange things. I'm fine, really. Just spaced out for a bit. For better or worse, Hiru didn't really hear what I was saying. Still though, that voice. Could it be that? My old self? The one I lost along with my memories? Was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair. Maybe that's what triggered it. Haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. Guess all I can do is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that. New info. Spirit memo. Lab number 1. We find documents and a Kagura Suzu bell in the cabinet. Files say something odd. Spiritualize the door. Release with sacred object. The Kagura Suzu bell is probably considered one. We also learned the safety valve release password is diamond. I'm bothered by thin blonde hair found between the pages. The moment I wonder if a foreigner was here. I hear a voice saying, check the disposal vat. What the? It's not the usual whisper in my ear. It's my own voice. I have no control over my mouth as it moves on its own. The fragments of my memory causing this? It keeps going. It's probably behind that wall. So weird. It's like I have some special power. I'm just now figuring that out. Let's look at what we found. Okay, that just tells us what the record says. The Kagura Suzu bell. A bell used in ancient Shinto dance rituals. It has 3 sets of small bells. 7, 5, and 3. Also called a Miko bell. It's meant to be used by shrine maidens. Oh. Okay, I've seen this thing in anime and manga, so I know what they're talking about. I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see a paper stuck to the backside. Oh. Found a worn out talisman, okay. Just gonna repeat that. It's telling us we got more soul power, so we take more time to liver dissections. Okay, what's in here? It's a metal cabinet. Let's look. Some of the doors are open, but most are locked tight. Let's take a look at the ones that are open. I searched the ones that are open, well there you go. Find a notebook titled Research Records and an Army Short Sword. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculously succeeded. This divine protection. The Ura statue donated from H Shrine, created by line statue makers. Using chisel, donated by same family. Sever head. Wait, did I say sever or severe? Severe head. Yeah, that's what it said. I thought so. Well, I'm going to assume that's meant sever. Tool together becomes the key. Finally, our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Got Research Records 1 and Projectile Short Sword. A chisel? Like for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. Impossible. How could they do something like that? That's just impossible. Well, it sounds like they found a way, Hiru. The range short sword. That's weird. It said I picked up a projectile short sword, but here it says ranged. A prototype weapon developed by the army in the shelter. A spring is installed in the hilt, but it's so flimsy that it's destroyed after one use, so it was never officially adopted. Oh, it's one of those launching daggers. I think Spetsnaz, Russian special ops are known to use these kinds of daggers with a launching blade. I could be wrong though. Save. Okay, save's complete. Let me take a drink real quick. I don't think there's anything else to look at. Oh, the body. Let's look at that. Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. Must have been cut with some kind of tool. I think we all know what that tool is. It was a chisel. Let's get out of here. This is quite the dried blood is blackened on the floor. It's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. I peek into the waterway and see something floating. Ew. Considering where we are, maybe we should just leave it alone. I reach for it as I hold on to the edge. Somehow I managed to grab it. No. Oh, okay, at least it's a talisman. I was worried it might have been something else. We got plenty of soul power now. Now, see, that's why I said you didn't want to reach for anything in the water here. go north at the intersection then. Huh? An outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that. What? What? Impossible. Is it another ghost thing? You can't see it. See what? Looks like Hebrew can't see the door. Mumble, mumble. That's the spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words I don't recognize all on its own. Who's the spiritual with the spiritual? If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. Flickering half-spirit door. There's a passage beyond the intersection that looks like a dead end. An iron door flickers in and out. And for whatever reason, I'm the only one who can see it. I can't believe this. Do I really have some sort of spiritual power? Who's the spiritual with the spiritual? So, do I have to use a sacred object? Or maybe sacred objects are effective against spiritual beings. Better remember that. It's a good thing you have this little notebook that keep track of things. Now, it's another one of those. Yeah, I just say the same thing every time you examine one of these. It's set up the same way as that operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments. There might be records left behind. Let's look. Ooh, sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. It's a rusted filing cabinet. Let's look at it. It's a well-built metal cabinet. Whatever's inside should be intact. When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Got experimental unit correspondence code. Experimental unit correspondence code. Seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says Kannon, weapons code name, ... dash, ... dash. Heavenly Buddha, project's code name, ... dash, dash, dash. Soul, human heads used as materials. Oh. So that's how we would know that you say, point to the head. When it asked about the soul. Dash, dash. Looks like Waboon code. It's similar to Morse. Now you're wondering, how did I know to guess that when we did that little life or death thing a little bit ago? Well, I did look up a guide because it's been a long time since I played this, but I have played this game before. You're probably tired of hearing me say that, so let's move on. Let's explain to any potential newcomers that I'm replaying a game I played a long time ago. I'm going to try and do things by memory or just make an educated guess. But those life or death things, I don't like doing those. They take up too much time. So I look up the answers for those. It's a cabinet with a glass door. Looks like there's something in it. Well, let's get in there and see what's up. I open it and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun. The notes have deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. 70th. Next experiment, Asura statue. Connect male body and female head. Success. Then, supernatural phenomenon. Spirit. Frequent hard. Continue experiments. What a combination of words. Frequent hard. Yeah, that's what Mint's viewers feel, considering she's a spirit. That's all it says. I'm just going to move on from there. Reaching so hard, I'm going to give myself a strain. Got research records too, and a palm pistol. Notes on the experiments, huh? You'd better give it a read. Let's look at that. The palm pistol, yeah, this is what it is. A small palm-sized gun developed by the Army for self-defense. A number of unsolved issues, such as only holding one bullet and its unreliability, caused its development to be canceled. Anything in there? Nothing is inside the metal cabinet. Okay. How about this body? Looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. Oh, so they died the same way the other person did. It's interesting. Let's head back to that, yes, this thing. The outline of a door flickers in and out on the wall. It's hard to make it out clearly. Is this what half spiritualization is? I touched the door, but it just feels like a wall. Seems the door has no substance. Excuse me. Get another drink real quick. That illness, I'll say, it's a very unwelcome guest. It just keeps hanging around. Let's use this bell. Excuse me. Ding, ding, ding. Now take out the Kagura-Suzu bell. Is this touching it okay? Oh, have to moo. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed. So touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I've no choice but to trust the other me. Touch the bell. Touch the bell to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise. instant, the door physically appears. What? What just happened? What did you do? It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stared at the door. I sensed an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. Found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. Might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. That place is giving me a bad feeling. Let's take a peek in here. I push open the iron door and we head inside. What is this place? On the other side of the door is a large, empty area, reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Oh, something's on the ground. A katana? Got a rusted army sword, okay. I take what Hiro picked up. Shine a flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? Doesn't seem like they're being stored. Is this some kind of garbage dump? Just then. Huh? Sound echoes off something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with a pale light. What was that noise? Let's get out here for now. I tried to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked! Oh no. It's so dusty in here, it's making me cough like crazy. What? We've been locked in? Oh no. No, it's flooded. Cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. Polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. Quickly rises to our knees. Can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? Hurry and open the door. We'll get hypothermia. Okay, here we go. I have to remember what was written in those documents about the disposal vat. All I see near me are the Buddha heads. It's the diamond head. I remember the diamond being highlighted. That and I have the answer right here. Touch the diamond hard hat head. There's a heavy shudder, the sound of movement. Then the pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction, down into the drain. Whoa! Ah! But it didn't sound like we survived that. When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. I've vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we're drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. There's some big pipes. We were lucky. Barely nearly breathed a sigh of relief. But then I remember Hebrew. That's right. Where's Hebrew? No need to be so worried. Huh? Oh. Oh, man, you don't sound the way I thought you would. Let me get this. Let me do this correctly. So it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Hebrew, but my jaw is nearly locked and my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T-Mountain Range, so it's deadly cold. We're submerged in it for near an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. Relax, relax. Your friend's fine. So, you, got somewhere to go back to? I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. Wow, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything. But I am pretty darn hungry. The man eyes me, his smile sharp. Now let's get out of here for now. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like. It doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man. Whew, it's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives. Even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Hebrew shudders. We're about to freeze, you know. It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him. But we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshee Ito. That's how he introduced himself. But that obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread. Or how about that, a homeless person that smells nice? It's definitely supernatural powers at work here. It kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments. Till I realize it's a stench of dried filth. Okay, that's more in line with what you'd expect, I suppose. So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Right, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. To summarize everything we know about spirits and the mark till I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter.
So that's how it is, huh?
He nods vigorously to himself.
Do you really understand any of that?
Hebrews' doubts are reasonable. The Banshee waves a hand dismissively.
Of course I do. Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter. And you guys are wrapped up in it now.
His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge. Banshee, do you know what happened down there?
I said I'm not talking about that just yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name Banshee Ito on it, so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling down there, and you've gotten swept up in it.
He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, O noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us? How do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish.
That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You've got to find that.
Center?
That swirling grudge in the spirit thing. Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse. Something like that should be left within that there swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then.
He trails off. Gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries. Then what? What will happen? Black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. Now, here we are back at headquarters.
Oh, that reminds me, Bankman.
Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage.
Take this. Just a little symbol of our friendship.
Underground shelter key. This is a key for the underground shelter?
No, you nitwit. I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. But I'll lend it to you for now, Bankman.
He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks. I'll borrow it. Diamond walks up to us. Okay, I think I remember the voice for him. Hey, you came back safely. Were you able to learn anything? He butts in before I can speak. Wait just a minute. Don't tell me. You aren't going to believe that old man's story, are you? He's fishy.
Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Bankman. You believe me, right?
Of course I do.
That's my good pal Bankman for you.
Hey now, you feeling okay in the head? Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief, can we just move on from talking about this? You're hungry, right? The dining room should have something.
Whoa! Food! Food!
Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Diamond gives me an exasperated look. Bankman, seems you got another troublemaker on your hands. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. The epitome of hunger, he greedily began scarfing it down like a starving dog. Nom, 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 nom. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it. I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner.
Excellent!
Haven't been this full in forever.
Good for you. Now, answer our questions. How are you doing down there?
Well, that's an easy one. 'Cause it's my home.
What?
Been living there since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain. No damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in winter.
I don't know how to respond to that. Hero and Diamond seem to be the same.
It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Till a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter. I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away.
That must have been Tsukawa. I know. That is my thought as well.
That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. Now there's something stranger.
Which was?
A damn walking Buddha statue. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar.
Banshee removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar.
I figured it was the Kannon soldier after all.
The Kannon soldier? How do you know that name?
Some document I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. The Heavenly Buddha Project weapon.
Are you nuts? Spirit power making something move? That's insane. Now, Hero, calm down. So those documents that you found, are they still around?
No, I burnt them for warmth. I had a delicious roasted potato too.
How could you? I can do that coughing part pretty easy right now. Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Paimon. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than this strange old man's.
It's fine. My noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized.
As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. And a drink of water real quick.
project was a pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the Kannon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere.
That must be H shrine.
They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from T Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over. But nobody thought anything would actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. At least, it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving and went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red, bite-like marks on them. The thing went and wrecked the place. Then it stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said.
Hebrew and Diamond are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe. He has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth.
What? Are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible! Inconceivable!
And how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue we saw was the Kannon soldier. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving over after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hebrew's marks.
Why'd you flip that though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the Kannon soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. When it started up again, you got them because you're their descendants.
If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Hebrew can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You said a Kannon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why?
I think it was some spiritual person used the thingamajig to do something.
So you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember.
It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget.
Taking his age into account, it's more likely he just completely slipped his mind. It seems we must defeat the Kannon soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own. He can't be of more help. You seem a pro at this, Franklin. We'll be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? Normal person wouldn't have survived. Now that he says it, I guess he's right. I have been hearing a mysterious voice a few times, having weird premonitions. Even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter.
So what are you folks gonna do now?
Good question. Investigate the soldier. Let's investigate the soldier in the shelter. We'll need to do something about that to get rid of your marks. If I'm descended from someone on the project, then mine might disappear too. I guess we're going back in then. You were still kind of sulking. She's at least recovered from her shot. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try to run away.
Yeah, you should find it there. The heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the Kannon soldier. That's what my gut's telling me.
What are you going to do then?
I'm full now, so I was going to take a nap in that park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier.
Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away?
Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you.
New info is added. Underground shelter's inhabitant. Other. Let's take a look. Okay. Somehow we make it out of the freezing water trap in the disposal vat. And return to the mansion with a strange, homeless man calling himself Banshee Ito. He's been living in that shelter, and he has surprising info. Says he saw Zukawa going in and out, and then saw a Buddha statue walking around. Our life tells us... He tells us of some research documents he had to burn for warmth. Excuse me. They detailed something called the Heavenly Buddha Project. Some mumbo-jumbo about using spiritual power to make a statue into a weapon. They gathered numerous sacred objects, including a massive number of statues from the shrine in G City. Oh, in H City, why am I thinking? I am getting a bit tired. My sleep schedule's a little messed up. So, it's having some effect here, but I'm determined to stay awake for this, so... There was no way it'd work. The war was almost over, but it moved. The spirit weapon named a Kannon soldier moved. The soldier went berserk in the shelter and killed people. Those who escaped had a scar, most likely the mark. What's alarming, though hard to believe, is the walking statue Banshee saw. And that's when he got the mark. Which means the Kannon soldier is moving once more. That might be why Daimon and Hiru, descendants of those involved, now have the mark as well. It's unclear what made the soldier move, past or present, but we have to find a way to stop it. Maybe there are records of how they stopped it 50 years ago? Banshee doesn't remember. Only that some person with spiritual power used something to do something. I guess all we can do is search the shelter. I have to trust both my past and present self. Let's save real quick. Excuse me. Strange vagrant, Ito Banshee, you're coming with me.
Excellent!
Excellent, yeah. Let's go.
Alright. Thought I saw something over there. I guess not. Let's go down. Down into the depths once more. Alright. I remember this door at least. It's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. Ooh. It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to the neck, as if it's taking the place of the missing head. We've got another worn-out talisman. Okay. Doing good on soul power right now. At this box. It's a big iron box. There's a thin layer of dust on it, but it looks fairly intact. Oh.
Well, that's ominous.
The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. A real, actual head can clearly be seen among them. It's dry and mummified. Going by the long hair, it's probably female. Looks likely one of the experiment's victims. Huh. So this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. I feel Banshee's gaze on me. The box in Warehouse 1. I can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take. Let's try the woman's head. Look at that new note we got here. Find a pile of heads in a large iron box. They're mostly statues, but buried among them is a human head. It's been mummified and appears to be female. So this is where it went. Bring it back to its owner. There I go, unconsciously speaking again. Which one am I bringing with me? All the heads are pretty heavy, so I can probably only take one. Well, we've already done that, so no need to worry. Whoa! Oh, God. It actually got me for a moment there. Yeah, I wanted to look at the rusted army sword. An army sword discovered in the disposal vat, abandoned in a room that fills with water, has caused the entire blade to rust. Underground shelter key? A key Banshee found when he was exploring the shelter. The label on it says it's from an army facility. Excuse me. The human head. A head retrieved from a box full of Buddha and human heads. It's dry like a mummy. What hair remains seems to be a woman's. The cut looks rough, like it was done by a chisel. Let's keep that in mind.
Oh, that's a place with the war propaganda posters. They've got some interesting slogans.
Slogans on posters? Hold on. What the hell are you talking about?
If you squint real hard, you can see them.
See? See what?
The words on the posters that were put up here forever ago, of course. I told you earlier. I was born into a family chock full of spiritual power. So I'm good at seeing spiritual stuff.
Are you serious?
I can do a test reading for you. Ask me anytime.
Banshee laughs. Can I really believe him? Banshee stands in front of the dark stains.
Let's see here. 100 million honorable deaths. The land of the gods is indestructible. That's what it says. These are from the end of the war. They're pretty desperate sounding.
Let's get back to exploring here. Oh, there's another one. Banshee stands in front of the dark stains.
Let's see here. Luxury is the enemy. Simple is best. That's a real famous one. Back when the war had just started.
Excuse me. Oh, we've gone down those side areas. Let's move ahead. Well, it's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't roasted. I could open it if I had the key. Oh, hi, Maker. Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. Hope you're having a good weekend. Head on inside there. Thank you, I will. Oh! I can hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. I take one step forward and an electric current runs through my body and my muscles seize up. Uh-oh, here we go. You layabout, what are you doing there? You have time to be loafing around, do you? Reciting his face's slogans at once.
Cheer for the final battle in the homeland.
I'll try. Okay, yeah, that's it. That was towards the end.
Once more, declare our resolve to strike back with air raids. We won't lose even if our countries are reduced to ashes. Show your determination.
The land of the gods is indestructible. That's right. Safe.
Our army has fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic.
But the tide still hasn't turned in our favor. What do you think? Can we win this crusade? Kamikaze wings blow. Did it. You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell. We did it. Excuse me. I really took it out of me. That reminds me. No. Now let's look at this. There are numerous footprints in the bloodstain on the floor. Are these human footprints or? Hard stain. Oh. Human bones. Looks like the person was crushed to death. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. And there we go. It's the operating room in the southern section. But on this table is...
How about that? A dead body.
A headless corpse is lying there. Oh, yeah. Well, that's helping to keep me awake at least. These little sudden power tool noises. But, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's get to looking around this operating room. It's a rusted filing cabinet. Okay. Take a look. Oh, it's locked. That's not good. Can I use anything to open it up? I don't think so. A headless corpse. Going by what remains of its clothing, it was likely a woman. Another body. Wow, there's a lot of death went on in this room. It's missing not only its head, but also all of its limbs. What kind of torture was this? A headless corpse is lying on top of the operating table. The head I picked up earlier might fit on this corpse's neck. Shall I try attaching the head? Yes, let's do that. I try attaching the human head. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly. The world suddenly distorts. Oh my goodness. A horrifying scene appears before my eyes. This is the woman on the operating table? Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. I must be seeing the past. The sound triggers a change in views. Men in lab coats holding surgical tools. But they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in the nightmare of the past. I can hear the men whisper from my left side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. Then something else interrupts. You. This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can't you? Don't be afraid. Soon. The voice on my right cuts off. I can hear the men in lab coats again. Woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? This is it for you, so we'll let you decide. The chisel. Good answer. You're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely. Shut up. Just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. Be patient. We finally found a clue. Not yet. Wait. Now, give you power. The whisper from my right falls silent. Yeah. I never dreamed of breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey, pig. Do you understand? Do you know female head and a male body. Precisely. That's why we need your head. Gladly offer it up for the sake of our beloved country. Problem is the soul freshness, regardless of refrigeration. It's all up to the quality of the cut. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. The voices on the left cut out. A determined voice echoes in my right ear. Hate this whole world. Tear it to pieces. The power to do that. I'll give it all to you. A place where you hear me now. Hate them. Destroy them. Understand? Gee, I wonder what I should say. Yes. Good. Destroy them. And I return to my senses. I'm standing beside the operating table. Just then, something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. Got a small key. What I just saw. But more importantly, the voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that?
You don't look so great there. Did you see something by chance?
Yeah, actually. I explained to Banshee what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever that voice belonged to.
Huh. Interesting. Can't say I'm surprised something like that happened here. So, what's it have to do with our marks?
Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Banshee's right. This isn't helping us accomplish our goal. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. Let's keep looking. That small key I just found might belong to the captain here. Turn my attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at Banshee. But they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. Mysterious human experiments. Sounds like great things to read about. My vision blurs when I return the head to the body on the table. Is the corpse's ghost showing me the past? Or is it a curse? The man in the lab coat has to be the ghost of a researcher here. The two ghosts are stuck in an unending nightmare. They cut off the woman's head with a chisel and tried to attach it to the Ashura statue. That's obscene. Hatred overwhelms me. Just then, I hear the operating table woman's voice on my right. Hate, hate, hate. Hate the entire world and tear it to pieces. Pour all my strength into this place where I hear the voice. Hate, kill. Sounds Sounds like a curse of some kind. What's the voice she mentioned? Is that the voice that made the Kannon soldier move? The woman's head, having gained a special power, was put on the Ashura statue. The Kannon soldier awoke, either a curse or grudge triggering its birth. Must be a spiritual being of some kind. That means I need an object with spiritual power. The Congo Suzu belt we found is used by priestesses. So then, who would be best to bring as my partner? Still not sure. Well, considering you only have one woman available to you right now, it's probably going to be Hiru. Let's take a look at this cabinet. Wonder what's inside. Inside is an old gun. It's some research records. Suddenly berserk, severe damage, sutra chanting, complete insanity. I'm sorry. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Half spiritualized, like disposal vat. Need sacred object to attack. Destroy human head. The heart of all this. Need to destroy human head. That's all it says. Got a gun with blanks and research records 3. Okay. How's the gun with blanks gonna help us? A gun that requires gunpowder. It's loud to frighten animals away from crops. Use earplugs while firing it, or you won't be able to hear anything for a while. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, wait, there's something on the wall there. Right there. Something's written on the wall in blood. It says, I. I wonder, was that there before and I just missed it? It's certainly possible. Now, before we proceed further, I'm going to have to go back to the mansion and get Hiru. Because she's the only one that can use the bell. Yes, let's go back to the mansion. There. Let's turn the effects down too. As I noticed in some of my playbacks, that's awfully loud. Alright, let's get Hiru back.
私
Yes, you, Hiru. You're not gonna sneak your way out of this. You can't logic your way out of this, Hiru. I need you in the worst way. Now let's head back. We'll go back down here. Go down. Move forward here. Just get back to the intersection. Let's see here. Let's go this way. Ew, the door is stained with blood. Upon closer look, it's countless handprints. But the keyhole is perfectly fine. I could open the door if I had the key. And I do. Inside the room are a number of Buddhist statues. They're all missing their heads. Seems this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft or donations. It feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse or the source of the spirit is. I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does that mean I should already know? Statue with its head cut off. Looks like it held a weapon in its left hand. The statue looks like a divine general. It has armor from the Tang dynasty. It's a Vajravana statue. It's missing its head. It's a statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. It's a statue that seems to be a divine general. Its head has been severed. It's a big iron box. Well, let's open it up. It's devoid of anything that looks like a keyhole, but the box won't open. Okay. It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. Nothing else to say? Okay. Now let's go back. There's only one place left to go now. It's an abandoned skeleton. The bleached corpse is weathered in places. Something big is in its bony hand. Managed to pry it out. The whole corpse looks like it might crumble at any second. Excuse me. Well, we got ourselves another talisman at least. More soap powder. It's a thick iron door. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that doesn't look good. It's really dark down there. Move forward. Oh, I know where this is. Yeah, this is where we came down during the Miss Sue chapter. I will say, I got the new PC set up and it's working and everything looks good. I'm just going to do a few more things to get it set up for streaming, and I hope maybe as soon as next weekend I can start streaming on the new computer. And I'm really looking forward to that, because I want to deliver better quality streams and do more things on the stream. So I hope you'll look forward to that, because I know I am. Okay, what do we use? No keyhole, so let's... Well, you could have tried to pry it, but it said that... What do I do here? Give me a moment. Okay, hold on. It's a statue that looks like a Vidya Raja or something. It's missing one of its arms as well as its head. I search all the statues. That's what I had to do. I had to look at all the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly, there's a sound of movement from within the box. Let's take a look. I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. It seemed to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? Hiru peers into the box beside me. So, was something in there? Well, my voice sounds distant. Cause of the curse. What birthed the spirit? There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. What? What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand? Hero is right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. A box sealed by talismans has enshrined a Western-style cushion. Hero sighs, disappointed. Guess we're out of luck. No way this thing gave birth to a spirit. True. The state of this room and the voices. Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. statues in warehouse 2. And the thing we're searching for. Where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that a now familiar pain flares up. Ow! The mark burns scarlet. It immediately is dyed a deep crimson. Death is only a few minutes away. Yeah. What's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... The spirit is here. Oh! Oh my goodness. Now let us out. Oh. A low sutra chant trembles the air. Feels like my whole body is numb. Maybe because of that hum. Hey, that right. Okay. Blanks. Banquet loses consciousness. Banquet shoots the gun with blanks. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. Turns the gun toward my head and fires. The blank explodes. My consciousness fades. The strong ringing in my ears is preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Hebrew is clutching their head like they can't hear anything either. The numbness is fading. Oh, that chant was doing something to us. Hebrew shakes the Kagra bell. Nothing happens. Kannon soldier yells, making my heart clench. Hebrew was injured. Penguin was injured. Oh no. Alright. This. Banquet shoots a ranged short sword's blade. Kannon soldier is wounded. The spirit fades and becomes intangible. Hero shakes a Kagra bell. Oh, Kannon soldier is wounded. Oh, okay, I gotta make it spiritual before she can hurt it with the bell. Spirit turns solid again. Ew, it's hurting us. That scream. Pistol. It's still too far away. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this. Banquet shoots a palm pistol. Kannon soldier is wounded. Spirit fades and becomes intangible. Soldier is wounded. Oh, it's hurting us. That scream. heart of the curse that we were searching for. The object that gave birth to the spirit. So it was kept in Cujo Mansion. Thanks. I'm going to use it. I grabbed the chisel and faced the spirit. Kannon soldier is weakened. Right, time to use the chisel and the bell. Bankman swings the chisel down on the soldier. Right here. I jab the chisel at its right ear. It stares at me dispassionately. Finally, it smiles and disappears. The statue stops moving and collapses.
It stopped, right? Seems so. I don't got the mark no more anymore, so there's no doubt about it.
Once again, I'm the only one still cursed.
Glad I made it in the nick of time. My legs were in such good shape, it would have been over for us.
Thanks for saving us. You know, that was pretty reckless. Thought I said it's dangerous for a group of markbearers to go somewhere haunted.
Yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind.
Tell us, old man. What happened at the mansion?
I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things.
You must mean that room I found.
I was kind of out of it because of the mark at that point. I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with a dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power.
But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seemed sure it'd be effective against a Kannon soldier.
I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said to bring the chisel to you. And that's when it hit me. It was what I'd been looking for.
Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit.
Exactly that. So I hooked it over here to give it to you.
I looked through that room before. Yasuoka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statue that became the Kannon soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that's guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while.
And that's what happened. So, we're heading back to the mansion then, Bankman. One, I'm hungry. I bet Diamond's worried too. I left without saying a word after all.
Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next.
What? We're leaving already?
I wanted to examine this place. I glanced at the statue falling to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it. Yeah, okay.
Hey now, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around here.
That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining.
Much obliged.
Now he's easy to please. We return to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. Climb out of the manhole in M. South Alley. Daimon runs up to us, drenched in sweat. It looks even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have run. I found you. Hey, old man. Why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark is gone now, too. What in the world happened?
I had something to give Venkman. Isn't that right, Hero?
I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow. It seems he really helped you out. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Venkman still has his, though. This always happens. I'm used to it. What? I'm used it. Okay, I thought that's what that said. I'm not just getting sleepy. Now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from H Shrine are.
I'm lost, but I'm glad for you.
It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure the rest out by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Saya Kujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Well, you would. You're a real big nerd, aren't you? Good to hear your research. It's exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Miss Zoo. Like I do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh, yeah. Mr. Venkman. Whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help out. Until then, see you. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this has put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home. Please. Hey, Venkman. One day, I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter. For the sake of the wandering souls without proper burial. I'd like it if you helped with it. See you around.
Guess I'll go too.
You're not returning to the shelter, are you?
I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone. There's plenty of other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle.
So you're still planning on going back? I'm not sure I'd call that a smart move.
Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Venkman. Bring more food next time, yeah?
The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next.
Good.
What? I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road, staring intently at me. What's wrong?
I remember now.
His eyes are as wide as saucers.
I forgot, because of the mark, but I've met you before.
Oh, hello, Gothic Neko-chan. Thanks for the lurking. Hope you've had a good evening so far. What? What do you mean?
Well, let me think.
He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back. I don't have time to wait for him.
Ah, yes. We first met 5 years ago. And then again, 10 days ago.
Feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Kujo Mansion 10 days ago. Oh, hi, Clicker Gang! Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Excuse me. That means I'm glad to hear you're doing well. It's nice to see you again. Hope you've been having fun and playing some good games. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I?
I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it.
Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please.
Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask.
What should I ask about? Let's start with the 5 years ago.
You showed up at the shelter. Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha project. Gave me food. Actually, you were more focused on the Kujo family than the Kannon soldier.
Why did we talk about them?
The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized secret treasures. He really zeroed in on that bit.
Do you know what exactly the army got?
Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family.
Which means they're all in the mansion now.
You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago.
Now, tell me about 10 days ago.
I just seen the Kannon soldier, and you can bet I booked it out the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me to food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way.
And she's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way.
You mentioned you'd been overseas. You'd only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, that's when I heard of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now.
By that time, was my right arm?
Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something, then stumble over the words.
The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours. I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. Excuse me.
By the by, I've got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is a much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life, away from the world's vulgarities.
What are you trying to say?
I could be crazy desperate, but I'd never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand?
No, you lost me.
I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours.
He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs.
You forgot them at the restaurant.
Let me see them. He grabbed them both and rushed to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it, and you got it.
Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It's probably in there.
Look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Saya Kuja, Spirit Healer.
Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I give it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff.
Saya Kuja's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kuja Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago?
Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention.
Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hero about the Kannon soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue would make it move.
But it did actually move.
That's what I thought too. And then you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her.
Her?
That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. That she loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once, but she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her.
My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man, who's she? Did I tell you?
I wanted to know too, so I asked. But you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember.
Is that because of the mark?
Well, that's about all I can tell you. Bankman, we should get going soon.
Go? Where?
I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit.
There's no point arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. My past self. Let's check that out. Excuse me. Okay, here's the memos from earlier. The headless Buddha statues in the warehouse must be the ones stolen from the shrine. I finally found them. The one used to make the Kannon soldier should be stored here. A box in the center has talismans plastered over it, as if sealing in the source of the curse. But what we find in the box, it was only a Western-style cushion. That's depressing. Is this the heart of the grudge? The source of the spirit? No way. Something was here. Something cursed. Something might be able to stop the Kannon soldier. As if to mock me even further. The mark warns me time is short. We just have to face the soldier with what we've gathered up until now. Forget what we're missing and we take stock of what we have. If we want to use a saber or short sword, we'll have to throw them. If the spirit is nebulous, like that spirit door, then the Kagura Suzu bell will be helpful, and the blanks will mess up our ears if we shoot them. But one document mentioned must destroy head. I'm not sure about this at all. I can't give up. I want to live. My past self. After we defeat the soldier, Banshee's mark disappears. He remembers meeting me several times before I lost my memory. I've been investigating the sacred treasures the Kujo family donated to the Heavenly Buddha Project. When I met him 10 days ago, the mark was already on my arm. I told him she gave it to me, but I had already forgotten her name. Yeah, let's leave.
Nope, the mansion's out of the way.
Banshee clambers into the backseat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space.
I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to the forest by H Castle.
We're gonna go back to the shrine. drive down the familiar road. All lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to slow down the car once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the car I'm riding in.
10 days ago, I promised. In exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly. If you did forget everything, I'd take you to 8 Shrine.
Sounds like I prepared for everything. If I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Or did someone get rid of it? But if I had business at 8 Shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had my memories?
Something about timing. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning to clear away impurity.
Suddenly, my old self echoes in my head. I speak the words out loud slowly as realization dawns. Summer purification rites. The rites held at shrines to exorcise evil. On the last day of June, you pass through woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was going to use that ritual to exorcise the impurity.
Ah, gotcha. Luckily, today's the 1st of July, so the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now.
Exorcise the impurity, huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. My previous self is like a complete stranger to me. We're back here again. Now, how many times have I come to this forest now? The creepy arch and thick trees look the same as always.
You know where 8 Shrine is, yeah? Lead the way.
You've never been there?
First I heard of it was 10 days ago.
Banshee and I pushed through the vegetation to make our way down the beast trail. We pass under the stone Tory gate. We finally arrive at the desolate H Shrine. The few headless Buddha statues that are left shine in the light of a flashlight.
So the statues used in the project were stolen from here?
Yeah, that's right.
Is it really true the statues are connected to the mark somehow?
I've considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath. But 10 days ago,
You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her.
this course I've been following this whole time. Then, at some point, I had to have been fed some huge lie. But what could it be? A shudder runs through me at the thought. It was like I'm looking into the depths of hell.
You said 10 days ago that altar holds something important. Something about needing to keep it here, to exorcise the impurity.
He approaches the small altar. wrong altar, and puts his hand on the sliding door.
Huh? What's going on here? The thing's empty.
Don't ask me. It was already gone when I was here earlier.
Well, that's darn weird. You said there was a cloth pouch.
What was inside?
Small fist-sized statue. Ninja Butsu or something. It was the Go Shintai for the shrine. Kujo had used it in the shelter to stop the mess 50 years ago.
And again, it's the Kujo family. They must have strong ties to the mark.
Well, this is about all I can do for you. This was enough to pay off the dessert. We should head back, son.
Right. Still unsure about what my old self was thinking. It's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Where did the Ninja Butsu go? On the way back, I feel reluctant to go. I keep turning to look toward the shrine. Each time I do, Banshee hurries me on to the forest entrance.
Well, this is where we part ways.
You're not going to ride back with me?
I'm going to be honest with you. I got a big car sick on the way here. Flat roads were fine, but the curves and hills did me in. And it's got a nice meal, and I'd hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back.
But it's pretty far from here.
Kids are such wimps these days. When I was young, I used to walk across the Himalayas all the time. This ain't nothing.
Its laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Once he's out of sight, I get into the car. Pull out of the deserted parking lot, right back to the mansion. As I count the street lights passing by, I go over everything Banshee told me. 50 years ago, in the shelter, the Kannon soldier went berserk. It wasn't because of the army's experiments, it was her. The army was unable to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier. But the Kujo family had used the Ninja Butsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in this time period. She was the one who gave me my mark. Before I lost my memories, I was planning on using the Ninja Butsu like I did before. I left it at each shrine so it could be cleansed of its impurity. But somewhere along the line, it went missing. The past me probably couldn't have predicted that would happen. I'm almost back at Kujo Mansion and I really need to take a drink real quick because I'm dozing off. As my drive comes to an end, focus on what the most important detail is. That's right. Who she is. I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet. That definitely proves that she was there. 50 years ago, she made the Kannon soldier move out of the shelter. The Cujo family's head sealed her. They would have brought her to the mansion. The sacred objects for the project, of which she was one, were returned to the Cujos. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. Therefore, any way to defeat her just has to be in the mansion. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me. Here we're back. Where it all started. The entrance doesn't look any different. Ooh, my mark burns. The sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. It seems she has no intention of hiding her presence any longer. New info, okay. Let's check that out. The last time I saw Banshee, I told him that if I completely forgot everything, he should take me to H Shrine. He says I wanted to recover some Nenji Butsu thing that was there. But when we arrived, the Nenji Butsu was oddly missing. All the effort I went through to prevent the mark from causing havoc was wasted. I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth I've been pursuing. I've defeated 5 spirits now since I came to Kuja Mansion, but none were the one that gave me my mark. So where exactly is this she I need to face? My old self knew and prepared something to help the me with no memory. Then there must be a way to stop her. Don't be afraid. I've got to trust in myself. Believe in yourself. Let's save real quick, just in case I mess up. Alright. Where am I supposed to go at a time like this? She's right over there. Oh, okay. Talk. Oh, it is you, isn't it, Mary?
また会えましたね。
So we meet again. Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. You came back to life rather quickly. You gave me nearly a whole day. More than enough time. I admit that Rabbit's attack surprised me. But unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable. When I had brought Mary to H Shrine, we caught sight of the rabbit there. Might have suspected Mary's true nature. That rabbit, its great love for you pushed it into reckless was that rapid, really?
Determine that for yourself. Who are you? Know that, and the answer will come. Though it is impossible, so long as you bear the mark I gave you.
Mary gave me the mark. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish?
Dragging the living to the depths of despair before killing them. I believe I explained that it is a spirit's utmost desire and joy. And I have your cooperation with achieving that.
Cooperate?
That's ridiculous. Oh, have you not realized yet? You did bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. I savored the taste of that fear and despair. Most delicious.
You had all of us help out. Just to terrify the mark bearers even more?
Clearly. I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead.
That is not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups.
Do not contact outsiders. All my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency. And not once did you doubt me.
I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. I'm frozen in place, and I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all those spirits just to accomplish that.
Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was the cause of the mark,
I had never been more amused.
her foolishness was so delightful. I just had to come along with you.
So you lied.
Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything?
I could be imagining it, but I feel like she hesitated for a moment there.
50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Cujo family. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate. It seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits.
The H elementary abuse, the honeybee mass suicide, Seiko's assault and suicide. They all happened 5 years ago.
I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power.
That must be the Kannon soldier and Zukawa. Zukawa believed it was divine oracle from the soldier, when it really happened Mary. She did as the great Ashura said, and transformed herself into Miss Sue.
My
Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark. I know you've been toying with us, but, well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way? Of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear. Even now. Are you scared of me, Lord Bankman? I'm not going to dignify that question with a response. So you're terrified to the extent that it steals your speech. Okay, sure. Just read it however you like, Mary. Her porcelain face cracks. Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I've waited eagerly for this day. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark. Thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you to pieces. But I waited. I am not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear. The Marcus dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. My thoughts blurred together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Is that what's happening to me now? Lord Bankman, wait for me. I'll kill. I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine, too. I have to run away. Check within the red in my room. Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. But what does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasuoka. She said it was someone who loved me. Okay, here we go. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? It's gotta be Saya's room. I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Hey, we did it. Safe. Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in my room. Is something there? But where should I look? It's the floor. The red was the blood where she died. Saya Kuja's bloodstain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. Can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there the last time I was here. Picking it up, I discovered that it's a small pouch. Inside is a hard, thin object. I move over to the moonlight to see it better. It's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this the Nenji Butsu? Seems to be stained with blood. I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity. It hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories of the Nenji Butsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to steal Mary's power. He put the Nenji Butsu inside her to seal her. Then, about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. Because of that, Mary regained her powers. The Nenji Butsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from stealing Mary's power for 50 years. To cleanse it, I left the Nenji Butsu at the uncontaminated 8th shrine. It would take time to exorcise all of the impurity. It's already July. Summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth. It could have been carrying the pouch then, instead of the master key. That the Nenji Butsu was taken away from H Shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So it had no choice but to steal it away. The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me. But she can sense the presence of mark bearers. What's going on? Wait. Is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? Bring it to where I met my end. The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't where the voice's owner died, they must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. While Mary is in the room next door, I sprint down to the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa in the spot where the rabbit died. Pardon me. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time a spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been that rabbit. Sensing something, I looked down at my hand. The Nenji Butsu's impurity is gone. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggled without memories. Put the Nenji Butsu, the source of the doll's curse. Press it to the black mark. Then the whispers stop. The floorboards creak ominously. I raise my head to the staircase, rising into the darkness before me. dark figure stands at the landing. I found you. Oh. The mark scorches me. My head goes blank. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me. Ah, Lord Bankman. Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's gonna kill me. I squeeze a ninja butsu, and the fog that's impeding my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the ninja butsu on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick the ninja butsu? It's her right arm. That's where that mark is. I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the ninja butsu on Mary's right arm. She's hiding it. I'm sure that's where the black mark was. Marks bloom on Mary, one after another. They're all the color of blood. It's like they're the curses of those she killed. Ooh. She blew up. Yeah. We survived. Mary shatters in the dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly look down at my right arm. The mark is gone. I did it? I finally did it. I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya's life. I can't claim it's completely over, but there's no harm being relieved for now. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well, because The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way to it, it stops. Almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right, this grandfather clock. I think a skilled ancestor of the Kujo family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock. I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brushed something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. press the play button.
聞こえているだろうか。九条正宗だ。
It's a man's voice. A voice I know all too well. It's my voice. I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. That doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? It started 5 years ago. 2 years after I became Cujo family head. My sister, Saya, and I found the doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. A great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing. So Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting, so I explained everything and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. I'm off topic. Sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. The ninjutsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized it was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was worst case scenario. But what was to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the ninjutsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area. Then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's powers will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month. I have no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll's unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters, but my power can't compare to the ninjutsu. I can't guarantee anything. There may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the ninjutsu. I pray everything goes according to plan and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then very sorry. The recording ends there. Damn it. I clenched my fists so hard, my nails dig into my palms. Yes, the voice on the tape was mine. I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past month. I even lost my little sister, Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? It had to be done. I'm Peter Venkman, but I'm also Masamune Kujo. I understand why he felt as if he had to do that. It was his fate. The Kujo family are forever linked to that cursed doll. Two months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best as I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddhist statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all. I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie'd keep quiet about the statues. So, with her guidance and Yasuoka, Daimon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to each shrine. By now, my memory is completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned. At least the danger is past. I don't think my decision as Masamune Kujo was wrong. But, at times, waves of powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. When I think of the victims of the mark, and of Saya in particular, my chest hurts. I want to do something for them as the new head of the Kujo family. Like the memories I've regained. I became the Kujo family head 7 years ago. I'll admit, I was a bit of a recluse. I left the public appearances to Saya, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. The only photos of me are from small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. It was a discovery that changed my life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Wow. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck, or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says the spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Cujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues, they may have triggered her awakening. Excuse me. I'll get a drink here. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. Moe Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favorite magazine, Hoop Arts Monthly. She sometimes comes to Cujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests. Satoru Mashida bought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Sho Nagashima is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants, as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he's joined his neighborhood's baseball team. Christy Arimura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Suzu Morimiya was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together now. Eita Nakamatsu has gone back to surfing the BBS every day, as usual. What's new is he's been stopping by the City Employment Center. Guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck to him. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Ai Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens alone at my age. Don't let it bother you. Plenty of middle-aged men go to those concerts by themselves all the time. Tawako Yasuoka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She Keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. Well, I don't know. You seem to have some ability. I don't know why you doubt that. Madoka Hiru spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot. I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. I don't want to hear it. Madoka, go away. Shuji Daimon seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off its chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Banshee Ito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent. Of course, he comes to beg me for food. Set some stuff out for him, some cup noodle. That'll be good enough. He likes it. Now then. I finish my break and return to the workbench in the corner of the room. Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The Nenjibutsu alone won't be enough to continue stealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I finally finished. Once everything is complete, I replace the Nenjibutsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and put her in a wood box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now. But there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nenjibutsu wears out decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Until that day, you need to stay asleep, Mary. That's the end. Death mark. Yay! Alright. Phew. That's the end of the main story for Deathmark. There is a bit of DLC that I will play and do at a later date. Maybe later today. We'll see. My voice, I managed to get through that mostly okay, I think, but my throat is a bit scratchy. More scratchy than I anticipated. But I'm alright. I'm glad I was able to finish that up. Experience Incorporated. gallery. Fun stuff. Always love seeing that unlock. And now, a lot of time has passed. The muted chirping of insects gently drift along the breeze that enters the mansion. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. It's nearly autumn, after all. I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane.
また雨か。
Rain again, huh? I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream. It's as if a stranger is speaking. I stare at the leaden sky. Even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out the corner of my eye a stack of books piled on the desk. Some were pretty difficult to get my hands on. I don't feel like reading them anymore. I could read all of them, but none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this time wasted. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing sleeping in the wooden box. I head downstairs to make myself some coffee. There's a sudden knock at the door. That hollow sound doesn't bring back good memories. It used to signal the arrival of new mark bearers to the mansion. But that's in the past now. I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is... Hey, Moe! Moe Watanabe. Is now a good time, mister? Oh, if it isn't, just tell me. And I'll leave you alone. Yeah, it's fine. Moe flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step, a song in her heart, and a twinkle in her eye. Just her presence makes this place feel less gloomy. With a start, I realize that Moe isn't my only visitor.
お久しぶりです、おじさん。
It's been a while. I'm sorry for coming without contacting you. Tsukasa? This is rare. Why are you here? It's been a while since we'd met up, so we talked about what happened. And obviously the topic came to you. So I told him that I visit you a lot, and that he should come with me. No big deal, right? I'm not gonna say that. I was just getting bored. Of course I don't mind. I was just getting bored. Yeah, I figured as much. You seem the type with time on your hands. I haven't seen the both of them together since the mark. Moe's come by sometimes for interviews and the like for an occult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa Yoshida since then. I wasn't really concerned over him. I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright. I'm glad to see you're well. Have you gotten a chance to relax? Aren't you busy with entrance exams? You have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. I glance over to see Moe staring at me. What is it?
It's just, I'm working hard at my job too. You don't have anything to say?
I know you are. Oh, trust me, I know you are. You've barreled your way in here several times already.
That doesn't sound very encouraging. But no way am I a match for Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. He was first in the recent mock tests.
That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. You do? I've never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. You have something you're trying to accomplish? My parents were lawyers, so I was thinking about entering the judicial profession. Was thinking, huh? Has he changed his mind then?
Wow, that's a cool dream. Jurassic. So you like dinosaurs too?
Tsukasa's glare is full of contempt.
Not Jurassic, judicial. As in working and dealing with the law.
Are you really in high school, Moe? I've never been at a loss for words before. To be honest, now I'm not sure. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind. I'm kind of surprised. Good thing Tsukasa would ask me for advice. The incident I was wrapped up in started it. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in the world. I'm considering going into science in order to elucidate them. But my parents, I felt that it would be difficult to tell them. I see. That's what's going on. It's a serious predicament. You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience. But what do you think I should do? You're pretty young. Why don't you think it over first? It's difficult to say. Everything that happened could have just shaken him up. Might be good to talk it out with his family and think on it before deciding. So that's what I tell him. I see. It's true, I have time. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now. I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me.
Great. You good now? Your future's bright, like this old guy here. So don't worry so much.
That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright... They both look at me.
No, I can't picture it. That's what makes him approachable. So he's good to vent to at least.
But there definitely are things that only he can do. Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about. I mean, there's that doll. Tsukasa falls silent. Seems my expression gave me away. Have you not made much progress? Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is as elusive as smoke. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm glossing over it. But to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me. It's more like I'm a balloon that's lost all its air. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different. But right now, my determination to move forward that I had back then is gone. That's so. I'm sorry. I had no idea. Then it might be best for you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when there's another knock at the door. Who could that be? Yes, who is it? Yes, who is it? Moe calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to answer the door.
邪魔するぞ。
I'm coming in. The brusque voice belongs to... Yeah. The ex-detective, Satoru Mashida.
おいおい、なんだこのざま。いつから託児所になったんだ。
Hey, what's all this? When did you start a daycare? Huh? Mr. Mashida? Why are you here? Did you come to see us? Moe is clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows politely. I'm in your debt for your help back then. Still, I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd be able to meet here. Mashida gives an annoyed shake of his head. Shit, I'm the one asking why you're here. Damn, going in circles now. Don't lie. I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. We've got everyone from the Hanahiko case back together again. This is totally destiny. I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, then maybe it'll fade quickly to memory. Everyone, huh? In that case, one person, no, one being is missing. As he mutters, he glances at a spot in the room. It would be best to change the subject. So, why are you here? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question, like usual. Franklin, you told that fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Does he mean Kawako Yasuoka? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why'd you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Mashida? Moe butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Wow, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. Oh, if you get an interesting job, bring me along with you. Even Mashida can only blink at her innocence. And this is exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Mashida's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be disadvantaged by my sharing his info with Yasuoka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under requests. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? That detective hates too many requests. Plus, he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's already overwhelmed. It depends on what the request is about. The one I just got is the worst. He just hesitate. Machida, it's your fault that this happened. So, Bankman. Yes. I'm going to have you help me. Help you? Wait a minute. What are we talking about here? Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with a detective job. Wow. I can't really picture him working as a private eye, though. Now, if he were to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got? We all hold our breath as we stare at Machida. Exactly. The spirit might be involved. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from that old fortune teller.
Amen. Wakazuki.
Little Red Riding Hood. No, this is totally for real. I swear. I think I saw something real bad on that Love Hotel street the other day. You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? That rumor about people disappearing after entering that Love Hotel in K-City? On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually they're found, but their heads are so messed up, they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital, and others jump in front of trains. I totally forgot when I was walking around at night the last time it rained. There was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her, tell me, are you? She suddenly started whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard. She was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later I realized that raincoat was probably soaked with blood. That's all I was told. I'm sorry. I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district and the red raincoat, rather suspicious. Machida ignores Tsukasa, looking straight at me instead. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Bankman. You're coming with me. I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have time to spare. It's your fault that old lady brought this to me. So you need to take responsibility. But... Come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. The editorial department might have some info in a case like this. And your investigations need an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Moe? Isn't this what put you in danger last time? words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. She's not here anymore. Same thing won't happen. It can't. But somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that's just a lie. Bunch of it sounds like it was made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. Machina's right. It's highly unlikely the whole story was made up. It's highly likely the whole story was made up. If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed for just a rumor. And it leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of real spirits. But it's better to be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, then we need to act now, yeah? Okay, I'll do it.
I hoped you'd say that. We better get ready.
No, I'm going alone.
What? No way. That's not fair.
I knew she'd complain. I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Moe, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumors, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information.
I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything.
But if that's how I can help best, then that's what I'll do. This time.
If you find anything out there, tell me, okay?
I promise. It's settled. Machina takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me. The address of the hotel, Masquerade. It's abandoned now, though. Meet there at 8, tomorrow night. 8 p.m.? I have to go at a specific time? The client set the time. The old lady said she'd call in help. So it's probably a scheduling thing. I don't have to handle this alone then. Plus, this is Yasuoka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. Well then, I need to get to my other cases. Machina turns on his heel and vanishes out the front door. But he's just as suddenly back. What's wrong? Weren't you leaving? Nothing. Just realized it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Machina calls out to the other two. Hey, you two. I'll drive you back, so hurry up and get in the car.
Oh, is that okay? Then I'll take you up on that.
I agree. It's pretty late. Sorry to trouble you. Well then, mister, we'll be going. The rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock echoes through the hall. How long has it been since those three went home? I sit and mull over what Machida told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just rumors. A normal case, even. The more I think about it, the more I'm doubting it. I avert my eyes from the sofa. I silently ask its absent master a question. But of course, there's no way she'd reply. The next evening. I get ready, leave my room with heavy steps. Clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meetup time. I guess unconsciously, I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill time there if I'm early. I'll learn the truth, in and out. It'll be quick. I turned the car key. My mood improved somewhat. Alright. Red Riding Hood. One day as summer comes to an end, Moe and Tsukasa suddenly come to visit. As we're catching up, another former mark bearer appears. It's Machida. Before our surprise can even settle in, he starts telling us about a request that the fortune teller, Kawako Yasuoka, brought to him. There's a ghost story that takes place on the hotel street in K City. A young girl wearing a red raincoat appears on rainy days, and anyone who enters a hotel with her ends up missing. Even worse, they're later discovered to have gone insane, and tragically ending their lives. That's the dark rumor swirling around K City. Machida makes me investigate the rumors because he's pissed I told Yasuoka about his office. Moe gets excited about the occult, but I can't get her involved again. So I ask her to gather info for me while I visit the hotel in question, Masquerade, alone. Machida thinks the whole mess is bull, but for some reason, I'm uneasy. Maybe it's just my imagination. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna pause for now because my throat is really starting to bother me now. And there really isn't much left. I do think I'll be able to finish this up later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. I want to thank everyone who stopped by tonight to say hi or hang out. Always appreciate that. Always happy to see you. So, let's see. See if we got someone to raid here. Get ready to head on out. Hold on a minute. Let's go to Gothic Necko's hand. Or actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna head to bed. I'm pretty tired. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. I appreciate your company as always. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all again soon.